Hello and welcome to our channel. In this video we are counting down on films with an ideal watch time, and those of enjoy watching ideal watch time films must give it a try and leave a comment below about how many films you have already seen from this list or intent to see. Now let us get started. 10 Phone Booth 2002. Directed by Joel Schumacher. Cynical, smarmy PR man Stu Shepard picks up a ringing phone in a booth in a busy New York street to find a killer on the line. Armed with a high-powered sniper's rifle, the anonymous caller soon proves his prowess and presents Shepard with a choice: convince the police of his story before they shoot him, or drop the phone and be shot. His only hope lies in self-abasement and facing up to the truths of his life. 9 Tape 2001. Directed by Richard Linklater. A three-character ensemble piece set within the confines of a tawdry motor lodge in Lansing, Michigan. After 10 years apart, three disparate people come together to play out the unresolved drama of their final days in high school. Intrigued, we watch as layers of denial are slowly peeled away. Suspense builds as each character is provoked into revealing his or her true nature and motivation. Mesmerized, we are drawn into their lives as they choose which cards to play and which cards to hold. 8/11/14 2003. Directed by Greg Marks. A series of storylines, ranging from bizarre to deadly, runs on parallel tracks before coming to a head at 11:14 p.m. In a fairly typical American suburb, Buzzy, Hilary Swank, and Duffy, Sean Hatosi, are arrested and find themselves in the police car that responds to a car accident involving Jack, Henry Thomas. Meanwhile, some local youths are rabble-rousing, and a teenage girl is planning a romantic rendezvous. 7 Speak 2004. Directed by Jessica Scharzer. Freshman high school student Melinda, Kristen Stewart, has refused to speak ever since she called the cops on a popular summer party. With her old friends snubbing her for being a rat, and her parents, Elizabeth Perkins, D.B. Sweeney, too busy to notice her troubles, she folds into herself, trying to hide her secret, that star senior Andy, Eric Lively, raped her at the party. But Melinda does manage to find solace in her art class headed by Mr. Freeman, Steve Zahn. 6 Identity 2003. Directed by James Mangold. When a vicious storm breaks out in the Nevada desert, 10 people seek refuge in an isolated motel. At the same time, a serial killer, Pruitt Taylor Vince, under the care of psychiatrist Dr. Malik Alfred Molina, who has just found the killer's revealing journal, awaits execution for murdering a group of motel guests. When the storm-stranded travelers realize they are being killed off one by one, limo driver Ed Dakota, John Cusack, bids to stay alive and reveal the murderer's identity. 5 Four Lions 2010. Directed by Chris Morris. A group of young Muslim men living in Sheffield decide to wage jihad, and they hatch an inept plan to become suicide bombers. Omar, Riz Ahmed, and Waj, Kayvan Novak, have a brief, disastrous run at a Pakistan training camp, while Faisal, Adil Akhtar, works on an unlikely scheme to train birds to carry bombs. Their ill-conceived plan culminates at the London Marathon with their bumbling attempts to disrupt the event while dressed in outlandish costumes. For Paradise Now 2005. Directed by Hani Abu Assad. Khaled, Ali Suleiman, and Said Qais Nashif are Palestinian friends recruited by a terrorist group to become suicide bombers in Tel Aviv. Armed with explosives, they attempt to cross into Israel, but are pursued by suspicious border guards. Khaled returns to the terrorists, while Said sneaks into Israel and ponders detonating at another target. After Khaled and Said reunite to begin their mission again, Khaled has reconsidered. 3 Duel 1971. Directed by Steven Spielberg. David Mann, Dennis Weaver, a mild-mannered electronics salesman, is driving cross-country on a two-lane highway when he encounters an old oil tanker driven by an unseen driver who seems to enjoy annoying him with dangerous antics on the road. Unable to escape the demonic big rig, David finds himself in a dangerous game of cat and mouse with the monstrous truck. When the pursuit escalates to deadly levels, David must summon his inner warrior and turn the tables on his tormentor. 2 Run Lola Run 1998. Directed by Tom Tykwer. In this visually and conceptually impressive film, 2-bit Berlin criminal Manny, Moritz Bleibtreu, delivers some smuggled loot for his boss, Ronnie, Heino Ferk, but accidentally leaves the 100,000 mark payment in a subway car. Given 20 minutes to come up with the money, he calls his girlfriend, Lola, Franca Patenti, who sprints through the streets of the city to try to beg the money out of her bank manager father, Herbert Knopp. One Knockin' on Heaven's Door 1997, directed by Thomas John. Two young men, Martin and Rudy, both suffering from terminal cancer, get to know each other in a hospital room. They drown their desperation in tequila and decide to take one last trip to the sea. Drunk and still in pajamas, they steal the first fancy car they find, a 60s Mercedes convertible. The car happens to belong to a bunch of gangsters, which immediately start to chase it, since it contains more than the pistol Martin finds in the glove box. So that was the list, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching our list of films with an ideal watch time. And for more updates, make sure you subscribe to our channel. The handle is right in front of you.